It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a bottle of rzburger Hofbra Julius Echter Premium Weissbier Dunkel. I had to look at that, it was a bit of a mouthful. At 5.3% ABV. There's a look at the label. There's the bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. The beer was kindly sent to us by our channel sponsors, rzburger.co.uk. Nice bit of smoke on the opening. Beer in the glass then. rzburger.co.uk, the largest online beer store in the UK with a fabulous range of beers from all over the world. If you check the link in the description box of the video, you'll be able to see the link to their website. Maybe go and have a look, maybe order some beer. But I fancied a Weissbier tonight. I fancied a Dunkel Weissbier, something a little bit dark. It's a bit sticky tonight. It's been a lovely warm day, so I want something refreshing but maybe dark, full of flavour. What we have in the glass then is a 4-finger tan coloured head beer. Good levels of carbonation rolling up the glass. It's a bit of a murky one, but that's what you get with a Weissbier. It's a naturally cloudy, murky beer. Even the light ones, I have one here. The golden coloured ones, they're light but cloudy. It's the style of the Weissbier. A lot of you know that. I know. I don't want to be kind of like what, talking to lots of you like you're idiots, but I know there's some new people who kind of tune into the channel and they're learning about beer, and I like to kind of just give a little bit of my knowledge back to the people who are tuning in, what to expect from a beer. So, nice levels of carbonation rolling up the glass. The head's dissipated quite quickly. I wanted it to dissipate quite quickly because I want to get some more of that beer in the glass. I want to get some more of that yeast in the glass to give it a full representation. Aroma on this chestnut coloured murky ale. It smells fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I just think Dunkel Weiss, the darker Weiss, it just, for me, has a little bit more depth, a little bit more to it than a regular Weissbier. It's got all of the attributes of a regular Weissbier. The bubblegum, the clove, the banana, the wheat, but with a little bit of darker malts that have gone into the beer. It's almost like well, it's slightly roasted. There's a little bit of chocolate, there's a little bit of caramel, and a lot of berry fruit as well. I'm ready to dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh my goodness me. Lovely, absolutely fantastic. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, what a wonderful, wonderful beer. Oh, it just blossoms in your mouth, literally. It's floral. It comes alive. There's so much flavour from that hint of bubblegum, that hint of clove, that hint of coriander. Ah, it's so good. It's such a good beer. Wow. I'm almost lost for words. There's a lot of berry fruit here. A lot of berry fruit. It's very jammy. Raspberry, strawberry jam. It's like stirring warm jam in a pot. Not that I've ever done it, but I've been in a room when my grandfather's done it, stirring a pot of warm jam. And it's just when you dip your finger into that hot jam and you have a little bit of a taste. It's quite a wonderful beer, this. Absolutely wonderful. Do you know, I'm a bit of a history buff. I like my history. First of all, let's rock that yeast up and let's get it into the glass. Look at that. What a lovely looking beer. This brewery, and of course the German brewing history goes back millennia. It goes back hundreds and hundreds of years. This brewery, 1643. Do you know why the breweries lasted that long? Do you know why a lot of German breweries last so long and they've got so much heritage? It's because they produce amazing beer and they've had so much time to get it right. They've had so much time to perfect through the generations, through the centuries, getting their beer perfect. It's like the ultimate, in a very strange way, it's like the ultimate aged beer. In that, no, it's not an aged beer. This is lovely and fresh, and the clove and the flavours are just coming through in abundance. But in the fact that it's aged in time, from the original brewmaster who's brewed it probably in his shed, to the progression of the brewery, to then the generations that have just been handed down this recipe and have slightly tweaked it for maybe the modern era, and have just kept on producing this wonderful beer and tweaking it and making it better slightly. And it's the ultimate aging process, is the fact that the brewery's, what are we talking, 370 years old, something like that. Amazing. So let's taste the beer with the yeast added. First of all, let's get the aroma. And I find it, if you just taste it with a little bit more of the yeast added, it just adds a little bit more flavour. Let's dive in. Oh, all the flavours in the yeast absolutely prove my point there. It's just even more jammy. It's even more that banana now. It's like ripe banana coming through in the taste. Spice, clove, good carbonation, fantastic drinkability. What did we say the ABV on this beer was? 5.3% ABV. And we're in the UK, and I've noticed a trend, this is where I'm going with this now, I've noticed a trend in the UK that beers have settled down. A lot of people are producing like 4% beers, 4.3% beers. In Germany, the ABV settled about 1 ABV higher, in terms of a lot of German beer is between 5 and 6%. Pardon me, ABV. Probably the vast majority of it. And I think when you add that extra percent from 4 to 5 something, you know, then you got your 0.1 or your 0.2 or your 0.3. When you go that extra 1%, it makes all the difference. You still get the drinkability, you still get the wonderful flavour, you still get the fact that you can down a pint if you want to, if you've had a hard day in the office. Or one of these rare things now where you may work with your hands. Not so much of that around anymore. Then you want a pint, it's still drinkable. And I think the UK's got a lot to learn from this. Don't get me wrong, I like a 4% beer, but I think that extra percent just gives the beer a little bit more balance, it gives the beer a little bit more flavour, and it gives the beer a little bit more flexibility. So I'm ready to rate this. rzburger Hofbra Julius Echter premium Weissbier Dunkel at 5.3% ABV. I think it's absolutely outstanding. It's an outstanding Weissbier Dunkel. Rating, I'm going to give it a stonking 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Reload Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.